When I began teaching a dozen years ago, I admit that I was driven by what lies between the cover of a book. I was compelled to share a truth that I knew existed only in the written word and crafted by our most decorated artists: Shakespeare, Dickinson, Faulkner, Dostoevsky. I felt I was the guardian of great wisdom, and my only task was to dole out the revelation that I had been lucky enough to discover. And then I came into the classroom. Surprisingly, the voices that spoke to me were not what I expected. Amid the echoes of great literary declarations came a collection of words with far more impact and even greater evocation. It came in this passage from Sonny Porcaro, who as a ninth grader wrote,
I realized I never wanted to be the kind of guy who stands back and follows and judges. All my life I was the lowest of the low. The kids eating clay and putting it up their noses laughed at me. I wanted to be the kid who risked it all for his family, his friends, and his supporters. I realized in life that nothing is going to fall into place. When I hear someone say I have it coming to me, it upsets me. There's nothing in life that's free. It can't be golden without work.
It came in this description of the Boston Museum of Fine Arts from Isabella DeLeo when she was in 10th grade.
As we walk up the steps, all the way through the 10th century up until the 1980s, we can faintly hear a little sigh or a cracked smile underneath someone's breath. At the top floor, we suddenly feel alive, even a little riveted to be there. Brash, unyielding, and unforgiving color stands on its own. We don't understand how one tiny room, is filled with so much life. Our gaze falls on a mural telling the story of a bull lying in the desert. His creamy white skeleton tells it all. The bare, starry sockets where his eyes used to be are far away from the quiet sky behind him. Time slows down here.
Ultimately, what the classroom has shown me is that my voice is the least important in the room. Wisdom does not only exist in the pages of a book, but the developing minds of the students in front of me. Their writing and their voices have not responded to my teaching as much as taught me to expand the way I think. In time, I have learned that the world unfolds serendipitously in the shifting perspective of a student, in the writing that is produced, and through the grateful teacher who receives that gift. That is what it feels like to teach at Moses Brown.